Yesterday, I released a video explaining why I think a lot of people left Hell Let Loose and gave a couple ideas of how I think Team 17 could get the player base back, one of them being a seeding mode. And in this video, I'm going to explain in depth and detail how that seeding mode would actually work. Yesterday's video is not required viewing to understand this one. I'm just giving the context for why I'm making this video in the first place. So for starters, I have to explain what seeding actually is. Seeding is the act of populating the server. It's just a word everybody I know uses for it. When you go into the server with you and some people of your group to try to get the server populated to its max, so like 100 people from zero. At the moment, there's no current seeding mode in the game. All of the seeding modes in the servers you see right now are set and enforced by the admins. However, it would be very easy to make a few changes with pre existing parts of the game to enforce that and just have it as a mode you can set in the Archon in the first place. So, how would you do this in the first place? Actually, pretty simple. You can use what's already in the game. First, you would take the wall that's up for the first 2 minutes of the game. You know that thing when you jump in the truck and you drive forward and it's locking you from going farther into the map for the first 2 minutes? Like this thing? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You take that and you put it around 8 grid squares. The four inside of the actual center point, the cap zone area, and then two extra on each side for a spawn zone for each team. You make it to where the German can't go in the American side, or the Axis can't go in the Allies side, and the Allies can't go in the Axis side. You put into those two spawn zones two each of the 10-second carries that are on the offensive mode. Why two? Prevent spawn camping. Well, massively cut down on spawn camping. You just put them in these areas here. This would be infantry only in a confined grid square area of 4 grid squares until a certain point. And in that point, let the server owners decide whether it be 20, 25, 30 people on each side before the rest of the map gets opened up. So, like at the start of the game, when those walls disappear after 2 minutes, after a certain threshold of players is reached in the server that can be set in the Archon, those walls would disappear and the rest of the map would open up. Then you would be able to run Arty. Then you would be able to run tanks. Then you would be able to go anywhere in the map that you want. But until that point, everybody is confined in one area. So those that are joining a low population server can actually have something to do and have some fights to get into and have something to play with. In theory, what this would do is this would drastically cut down on the number of people needed to actually seed a server, preventing player base burnout. And it would be doing it with pre existing game mechanics. You wouldn't have to really make anything new except for maybe obviously the Archon setting. But other than that, it would be very simple to implement and it would, I think, bring back a lot of servers and thus a lot of people. If you also want to see the game's numbers rebound and you think this is a great idea, do the whole cringy YouTuber thing and like, comment, subscribe, fucking share or whatever. Um, I hate asking that, but I really, really want the fucking game's numbers to rebound, and I I think it's a good idea. I think this is something that's very needed in the game, and I want it to fucking happen. Team 17, if you hire me for a fucking week, I can help you fucking change your fucking player base issue. It will turn around very quickly. Obviously, no one's ever gonna fucking hire me for that, but still, I'm just fucking pointing out that it's doable.